this is Teresa, and welcome to today's Sunday play date. And tonight, for our Sunday play date, I'm mass making faux buttons. But first of all, I wanted to remind you that Junk Journal July 2023 is coming up. You see in front of you a prompt list that I just kind of threw together. This collaboration is in conjunction with Create with Scrimping Mommy, and she has a Facebook group, Amanda does, that you should go check out and join if junk journaling is your passion, like I'm guessing everybody in that group. Amanda offers a lot of freebies, and I think we're going to generate a lot of fun with Junk Journal July. So there are some videos on my YouTube channel, and it will be in a playlist. Anything that I do for Junk Journal July will be in a Junk Journal July playlist. And then Amanda is also doing some introduction videos. She's got a couple great ones up, and you should go check that out. So let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to show you what I did today. I started with faux buttons with this project, and then I decided I wanted to do a mass make. This project is what I call a accordion envelope wallet. So on the inside of here, this is like a wallet, and it has envelopes that are attached together like an accordion folder. There are, let's see, I didn't even put any in there. No, those are file folders that are in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 envelopes in here, envelope pockets, and they all have a whale-tailed tab on them to identify the different sections. Eventually, I would like to maybe categorize these sections, like one section has journal cards, and I kind of set it up like that. This section is pockets, and the whole idea behind this particular ephemera holder is that this is ephemera that is not totally completed. So some of it is more completed than other, but you know, at this point, this could be a journal card or it could be a pocket. This actually is probably pretty much complete, but I would like to maybe put a label and, I don't know, maybe a flower, some kind of other focal point on there. And it's so big that I just paper clipped it in the front here. Then in the very front, I have a little lace belly band, and it just has a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in it that has been hanging out on my desk for things that I've started to create, and I just don't think I'm quite finished. Like, here's some nice little, I think my original intention was for these to be journal cards, but and they're available for stuff to look at on both sides. So I'm just kind of, you know, I think this would probably be more fun as like a button. And I do like to create my faux buttons so that you can see something interesting on both sides. Because I never know whether, you know, like I wanted to put it on something and then you wouldn't see anything on the other side, or if, say, I wanted to like turn this into a cute little button and use it as like a charm. So yeah, I think these will be better as faux buttons. This is just a little piece of tea-dyed paper that's paper clipped together to hold some spiral notebook edges in it, which will be good for like a cluster or something like that. This was something I was just putting together to do for like a journal card, and it hasn't even been inked on this side. So it's not done. This is a flashcard that came with an Etsy order that I had. So I have no idea. That would probably be a fun pocket side tuck. These are some pieces that I inked, and I probably had an idea probably for a tag that opened up, but they are still in the process as well. So these are just some miscellaneous things that I had an idea, I got started with it, and then I don't quite feel finished. And that's what most of the things are in here. Some of them are more complete than others. Some maybe I might even pull out and say, that's done. That's a wrap. So I don't think so, but it's possible. This cover, and that's what happened today. That's what inspired this project for today. This is the rest of a master board that I made. It's a Franken master board, so it's got the stitches, and so it's called Franken paper. I can never use my terms correctly. And I wanted to do some scrappy strips as well, so I pulled in a couple of techniques with this, and it's done with my strips. So I put my strips together to do the scrappy strip technique, and then sewed with my sewing machine to turn it into Franken paper. And it was a master board that I used for a cover for my granddaughter's birthday gift. I did a horse journal for her, and then this is what it was left over that I used to create this with. So that's going to sit on my desk in preparation, and it's going to be there ready for when I do Junk Journal July. Yesterday I did this one, and I've already done a video about it, but I'll just, whoops, it's kind of heavy. Now this one will sit up like this nicely, and this is like an accordion folder, and it will open up, and that will stay back like an accordion folder will. Only I think this sets up so much nicer than those ones that you buy at the office store. This is ephemera that is made. It's as far as I know, it's done. I may pull something out and decide that it's not done. Like, it looks like I do have some, pattern paper, so obviously that's not done. That should actually go in the other one. But then there are tags, and this is just a cute little narrow tag. This actually isn't what I would call done. So yeah, I need to sort this out a little bit, I think. But it's fun to have all this nice and organized and sitting neatly on my desk for when I craft. So far, this is what I've done. I've been using the 1 1/4 inch punch, the 1 inch punch, and the 3/4 inch punch. And what I've done is I've just been inking some circles, and I've been gluing them together to make them more sturdy, and then I stamped and punched some little holes in there. to make a faux button. Nothing fancy yet. This is where I've gotten to so far. Real simple. Just cut out a bunch of circles, ink them, glue them together just to make them stronger so that they don't bend. I might even get to the point where I put 3 circles together instead of 2. It's real important to get the glue on the outside edges so that it's all sturdy. Got carried away there. So then I just took some stamps and then I may go back and stamp the back of that too. So there's that. And then I took this, what is this? This is a 1/16 inch punch. This is a retired Stampin' Up! Product. And I just eye that. And then put it off to the side to dry. So it goes pretty quick. I've got 3 faux buttons now. So that's pretty basic, but then I realized that once I started this, that I'm probably going to want to get a little fancier. So I think what I will do is grab trying to think what I want. One thing that I thought, and I just saw it. Oh, okay. I know what. Okay, let's do one more of these. I just remembered what I wanted to do. So I'm going to, I've got 2 circles here, inked on one side, and I wanted to glue them together. Okay, then I wanted to take the crocodile and I'm going to use the trying to get it in the light, the big circle, the 3/16 inch. I'm just going to eye that for the center. Actually, I'm going to grab a pencil. And I'm going to eye it that way. And then I'll punch it out. Then I'm going to put an eyelet in there. Okay, there's that. So that's kind of plain. So then I thought about, and it feels kind of thin to me for having an eyelet in it. So next, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 together. So there's 2, and then this is the 3rd. I turned that over so that the inking was on the other side. And my thought was to take something that is kind of lacy, thin and lacy. So I'm going to grab some of my Taperology paper. Or maybe I might even spy a doily. I might even do a doily. I'm over to this side here. I don't want to tear up any of these doilies for something like that. Oh, this would make a fun button. Oh yeah, I'm going to leave that out. That sounds fun. Okay, so back to my original idea. I'm going to take something like this. And cut a piece of that off. Okay, where are my pieces? So I want it to be large enough so that it hangs over. And then I'm going to glue these together. Okay. I thought the glue might come through more than that, but it didn't. Should have turned another light on. It's kind of dark in here. But I didn't want it to glare for the video. This one I'm going to hold down for a couple minutes just to make sure that it grabs, because I've got that lace or netting in the middle. A little tired tonight. I'm going to use the smaller punch with this one. Yeah, I am. Oh, I do too? No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to hold off because I'm going to think about that. I'm a little tired tonight because I've been hanging out with grandkids all weekend. So I had one, and we took him to Pojo's yesterday, and then had the 3-year-old granddaughter who's his sister, but they both live with different moms, and took her to Dairy Queen and then brought her home, and we crafted a bit. Well, we went to Fred Meyer's and got some flowers and a tomato plant, And then came here and crafted a little bit. She's all excited because we're going to go camping for 4th of July. Okay, so I'm not sure what size circle this is. So let me grab my 2-inch punch. And do I have, oh man, I must have used all of my cardstock. Okay. I have to get some cardstock out real quick. Ah, paper's going all over the place. Okay, this is my 2-inch punch. Okay, it's bigger than 2 inches. I've got one size that is bigger. This is my 2 3/8. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and ink that. This is going to be a fun button. I'm just going to make sure that there's no white on the very edge. Again, this is Taperology product. My husband's watching Murdoch Mysteries next door in the front room. So if you watch me, you know I live in a travel trailer. It's a toy hauler, which means we can carry our motorcycle when we're traveling. Or we put the quad in here before, and the dirt bikes for going out to Hemingway to dirt bike. I don't do that anymore. I don't even ride the quad anymore because I wrecked it once too. Or no, I had my own and I wrecked it, I think. I don't think I've driven this one any further than the outhouse. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to put eyelets in this one. I think that would look pretty. So I'm going to do one. Let's see. I'm going to do one there. And then turn it around. Is this the right? Yep. Yep, that's the right side. And then get out of there. I'm going to do one there. So now we need some eyelets. I think I'm going to do pink. So now I'm thinking that I should have actually punched that and then glued that over there to cover this up. That's what I'm thinking. But I will do that next time. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm wishing I had some like leather to tie through there. That would look really cool. I don't. So how about I think I've got some jute twine in here. Where did I see that? I've got this real thin, but I don't want thin. I want something a little bit thicker. So nope, this is all too thin. If this was the right color, something like that would look cool too. Okay, where else was I today that I saw that? Nope. I think that is cute. Yep, I think that's very cute. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go with that one. So, let's see. I have a couple things hanging out that need to go away before I lose them. This one, trying to think what would look fun on there. So another thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to use some embellishments. Oh great, now I'm going to get a dry throat. That one might look cute with a charm hanging from it. Okay, so what I'm thinking is to go in here where I saw that I'm dying of thirst, so I'm not surprised my throat's getting dry. Oh, I saw a lady that did these pockets in the Crate with Scrimping Mommy Facebook group, and hers was just a book page, which is a typical process for this particular pocket, which I can't remember if it's got an exact name. Actually, mine has a little pocket right here. But anyway, she took some ink and sprayed over that. Okay, I'm gonna rabbit trail because I wanted to do this all day today. So let me turn the light on and see if I can find a spritzer that already has ink in it. I just might. That one might have champagne in it. Pretty old. And these are all pretty empty. This one had copper in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh, do I have any? Yes, I do. Ooh, something's already in this one. Okay, let's just use this one. So I need something here because this is going to go all over. Not a lot of color there. I need another bottle of alcohol, but it's all out in storage. So let's see. How about oh well, I'll just do coffee. This one's tea, and this one's coffee. So that'll give me some brown on top of there. Okay, well, that'll be interesting to see how that dries. I need to get myself, so I've got all these empty, almost empty spritzers. I need to get alcohol and ink, so I'll have 3 inks here. Yeah. Okay, that's for another day. I'm done rabbit trailing. That needs to dry. Okay, so now, oh yeah. See what happens when you get into your fun stuff? You get distracted. I pulled something out of here. Just to, yep, there we go. This is what I want. So I was thinking about taking some of this and laying that over there. Okay, what I do with my, there it is. So funny how, again, anybody who watches my videos knows that I've told you that I have familiar tremors, and that's why I shake when I'm crafting. So today when I was putting the 3-year-old in her car seat in the back of the truck, I think that's all I was doing, is just putting her in her car seat. She goes, "Grandma, why are you shaking?" Like, I said, because that's what my body does. You know, how to explain that to a 3-year-old? And, but I was standing there thinking, oh, I didn't realize that it was so evident just by picking a child up. I don't know if she felt it or if she visualized it or what, but it was interesting to me because, you know, I get so used to it that I don't notice it. I'm just trying to make sure that this is glued all the way to the edges. Whoops, dang, got wet and I smeared it. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to take another piece that is inked. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. And then what I like to do whenever I'm using tissue paper or napkins and I want to trim it out is I take a aqua painter like this with a thin tip, make sure it's wet, and then I basically draw around the edge where I want to trim. And then I pull, and it works a lot more smoothly with napkins. Pattern paper is a little bit thicker, I think. I just love the jaggedness. I just love the look of this. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit more. Kind of looks like a wood button. Yep, I want that to be dry. So many things to play with. So much fun to be had. So these, I actually edged them with black ink. And, you know, I think that will actually be fun to hand sew this on like a button onto, I mean, you could do it like, you know, instead of using a brad here, could sew that onto there. That would look really cute. So let's go ahead and let those dry and move on over to another one. That's inked, that's plain, so we'll make that the middle one. Whoops. Now I'm going to take some embellishments. See if I can line that up in a way that makes me happy. Okay, that's the best I've got. So that's kind of different. I mean, you just keep experimenting, and you may not like everything that you come up with, but then maybe you will like what you come up with. Phooey, was hoping I had something in here that I'm pretty sure I got rid of, because I was just tired of looking at it and I never used it, and I knew this was going to happen. As soon as I threw it away, I wanted to use it. So for this one, I think I'll just do a cute little flower in the center. And then I'll put some glue on it. Oh shoot, that's not the center for one thing. And then I remembered I wanted to do this. I cannot get that straight or centered. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up with this one. It needs to dry some more, and my throat is done for tonight. So thank you. I hope that something was inspiring, and that I will see you in the next